I brought myself to the Raleigh Museum in the beautiful city of Caesarea. One thing you guys should understand is that it is a city where 90% of the residents are rich people. This is Raleigh Museum 1. Apparently, there are two museums here, Museum 1 and Museum 2. Here it says the purpose of art is enjoyment. Let's learn a little bit of what this museum is, the Raleigh Museum. The Raleigh Museum in Caesarea contains two independent collections, Raleigh 1, where I am right now, and Raleigh 2, of the 5 non-profit Raleigh museums created by Harry Recanati to exhibit contemporary Latin American art, commemorate the expulsion of Jews from Spain and Portugal during the Inquisition, and preserve the history and art of the Jewish community of Thessaloniki, which was almost destroyed in the Holocaust. Beautiful paintings, depictions, and drawings. The Raleigh 1 Museum building is approximately 9,000 square meters with 5 exhibit halls in a Spanish colonial architecture style, surrounded by a 40-hectare garden of sculptures. The museum has Salvador Dali and Auguste Rodin sculptures in its collection, as well as Latin American sculptures and paintings. The collection also contains works by Armand, Andre Masson, and Gorgi Farias. Raleigh 1 also has a permanent collection of archaeological objects found in and around Caesarea from the Hellenistic, Roman, Byzantine, Islamic, and Crusader periods. This collection is created with the help of the Smithsonian Institution and traveled to the USA and Canada in 1988 and 1989. Beautiful. Beautiful work of art. What are you supposed to be? Or who are you supposed to be? It says here this Raleigh 1 Museum has 5 halls. Here I can see directions to hall 2 and hall 3. Interesting. Let's go down. Who are you? Beautiful paintings, beautiful sculptures, work of art. Dera Ernesto. Oh, keep sucking on that. You're very hungry. Mama is caring. Sometimes feeding the eyes is food for the soul. There are so many things the eyes would love to see. So many things to be seen in this world. So once in a while, you just gotta go out and have some good sights. What are you guys discussing? With a chameleon in between you? Well, you must be having fun. Herodian period. King Herod's city. Material culture from the Herodian stratum. And believe what you're seeing here right now is from 25 BCE. Wow. This is from the Roman period. These are the tools of underwater archaeology. Roman phase 6 to 324 CE, the daughter of Edom. Herod the Great was succeeded by his son Herod Archelaus, who ruled until 6 CE, when the Romans deposed him and began to govern Judea more directly. Under Roman rule, Caesarea prospered as a provincial capital, as Judea's chief economic and cultural center, and as the home of diverse peoples and religions. This is an anchor from 300 CE, and this is amphora from 175 to 400 CE. It says here, Byzantine period. Byzantine phase 324 to 640 CE, the advent of Christianity. The Byzantine period began when Constantine, Rome's first Christian emperor, ruled 306 to 337 CE, moved his capital to Byzantium in Asia Minor, renaming it Constantinople. Christianity became the empire's official religion, and Greek gradually replaced Latin as its official language. But Roman institutions and values changed slowly. Maritime trade and pilgrimage. After the Emperor Anastasius restored Caesarea's harbor about 502 CE, the city experienced another economic boom as a center of trade. More than commercial goods passed through the Byzantine city. Soon after Christianity was legalized in 313 CE, numerous Christian pilgrims began to travel to Palestine to visit sites mentioned in Scripture. Many of these travelers included Caesarea in their itineraries as a site associated with early Christianity. For pilgrims traveling by ship, Caesarea was often their first port of call in the Holy Land. So apparently this was an anchor from the Byzantine era. Preservation. Samaritans. Although Samaritans worshipped the God of Jews, their cult was centered at Mount Gerizim in Samaria instead of the temple at Jerusalem. Samaritans formed a large minority in Caesarea and its surrounding territory. They were chiefly peasant farmers, although they also enjoyed imperial bureaucracy in large numbers. About 480 CE, however, the empire enforced oppressive laws against religious minorities, and the Samaritans responded with 3 rebellions in 484, 529/30, and 555 CE. During the last revolt, Samaritans burned Caesarea's churches, sacked the governor's palace, and murdered the governor. Samaritans. Well, we all know the story of the Good Samaritan, those of us who are Christians. Islamic period. The Islamic city plan. The Muslims created their own style of urbanism at Caesarea. Shops invaded the colonnaded street, slowly reshaping the monumental open vistas into the narrow lanes of the medieval Islamic souk, that's market. Dwellings crowded the open agora of the classical city. The Great Mosque, built on Herod's temple, platform was the principal public building. The harbor deteriorated further due to earthquakes, poor maintenance, tides, and shifting sands. Nice, interesting. And whose sculpture is this? This exhibit does not form part of the original exhibition, King Herod's Dream. Oh, what an armor! So this was what people used to dress in for war. Wow. It's hard steel. All right, do I know where I am right now? Am I lost? Was I here? Fishing at Caesarea. As in all port cities, fishing was a common activity in Caesarea. Fish and fish products such as garum, a popular sauce made of putrid fish, were an important source of protein. Fishing, however, was not a major export industry. Caesarea was probably its own main market. Roman ships and their fittings. A Roman merchant ship. Right from the Roman period to all those eras I read out. Very interesting history. Right. What is this place? In memory of our late daughter, Rena. It's another exhibition, but before then, a collection of medals issued in France representing famous artists from the 13th to the 20th century. Different medals. A lot of them. And where is my medal? I haven't seen mine. Where is mine? Maybe it's here. No, not here either. The home, a place of belonging and memory, serves as the backdrop for personal stories and a symbol of culture and identity, the embodiment of family memories, traditions, and layers of intimacy. The home is comprised of the walls that enclose it, the everyday objects found within, the scents and sounds that evoke memories, and the place where the body can rest. Human's mind is so creative, imaginative. Is this a trap? All right, let's check some other place. All right, I think I was here. Was I? No. All right, this is the entrance. I just wasn't here. Okay, so now I'm going up. Okay. Mermaid. Farias Gogi, Mexico, the reclining siren. Nice and beautiful museum. So many things to be seen here, and so many things to read. History, what each and every artifact represents. Paintings, so very beautiful. Here is called Sculpture Arcade. Very beautiful. Nice place to be. Interesting. Jumbo. How are you, Jumbo? Gallery collection. Oh, this is beautiful.